Now, you may think it cruel of me to have devoured my own children to prevent such a calamity, but seeing the state of the world now under your rule, well, you could say it was justified. Believe it or not, my son, I never wanted this. I wish things were different, but I knew there was no stopping it the moment I usurped my own father. And now, here we are, bound by this cycle. No matter how much you delay the inevitable, in the end, there will only be a seed that usurps you in turn. The sins of the father? No. Hey, welcome to Myths, Legends, and Truths. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for Cronus. Cronus, also known as Saturn, was the leader and youngest of the first generation of Titans, the divine descendants of Cronus, the sky and Gaia, Mother Earth. He overthrew his father and ruled during the mythological Golden Age, until he was overthrown by his own son Zeus, and imprisoned in Tartarus. He was known as the Titan of Time, Harvest, and Evil. History of Cronus. Cronus was born of Gaia and Uranus, and was part of the first generations of Titans. As he grew, Cronus envied the power of his father, the ruler of the universe, Uranus. Uranus drew the enmity of Cronus' mother, Gaia, when he imprisoned the gigantic children of Gaia, the 100-handed Hecatonchires and one-eyed Cyclops, in Tartarus, so that they would not see the light. Gaia created a great divine sickle, which would later on be known as Cronus' sickle, and gathered together Cronus and his brothers to persuade them to castrate Uranus. Cronus, usurping the sky. Only Cronus was willing to do the deed, so Gaia gave him the sickle and placed him in ambush. When Uranus met with Gaia, Cronus attacked him with the sickle, castrating him and casting his testicles into the sea. From the blood that spilled out from Uranus and fell upon the earth, the Gigantus, Aranus, and Malaya were produced. The testicles produced a white foam from which the goddess Aphrodite emerged. For this, Uranus threatened vengeance for overstepping their boundaries and daring to commit such an act. Uranus had also cursed Cronus, stating that his child would come to overthrow him, just as he had done to him. In some version of the myth, it is Hyperion, along with Cronus, Lapidus, Creos, and Coeus, who together revolt against their father. When Uranus descended to the earth to lay with Gaia, Hyperion, along with Creos, Lapidus, and Coeus, waited at the corners of the world and grabbed him as he came down. Cronus then was able to castrate his father with a sickle made by their mother. Cronus, the king of Titans. After dispatching Uranus, Cronus re-imprisoned the Hecatonchires and the Cyclopses and set the dragon camp to guard them. He and his sister Rhea took to the throne of the world as king and queen. The period in which Cronus ruled was called the Golden Age, as the people of the time had no need for laws or rules. Everyone did the right thing, and immorality was absent. However, when he married and bore children with Rhea, he learned from Gaia that he was destined to one day be overthrown by his own children. Since Cronus feared that one of his children would be his downfall, as he was that of his father before him, he decided that whenever one of his children was born, he would swallow it. This led to him swallowing his first 5 children: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, which gave him the title of the Crooked One and King Cannibal. Rhea could not stand another one of her children to be devoured until she was informed by Gaia to hide her final child, Zeus, in a cave and replace him with a stone. Cronus blindly swallowed the stone, but gave him a painful stomachache. Cronus and Titanomachy. As the story goes, Zeus grows up and together with Metis plots against his father by spiking his drink, which in turn caused Cronus to regurgitate his imprisoned children and Zeus freeing his older siblings. Zeus then frees the Cyclops and Heracles from Tartarus. He then gets aid from one of the Titans named Themis and her son Prometheus, and engages Cronus and the rest of the Titans in the Titanomachy for 10 years. Zeus defeated Cronus with a lightning bolt made by the Cyclops as a show of gratitude. Zeus takes his bronze scythe and literally chops his father to pieces before casting them with the other Titans to Tartarus. Cronus' powers and abilities. As a Titan, Cronus is unimaginably powerful, with Zeus requiring the creation and aid of the Master Bolt from the Elder Cyclopses, as well as the Heracles, in order to defeat Cronus. He was the only one amongst his siblings also bold enough to defy his father, Uranus, and successfully usurp him from his throne over the heavens. Zagreus expressed visible apprehension as the thought of Cronus being freed from the Tartarus, despite the fact that he fought his father Hades on numerous occasions and ended up being victorious. After being freed, Cronus was still warranted as a threat to the Olympian gods even after untold millennia of imprisonment in Tartarus. He was able to endure powerful attacks from his sons Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, whereas the battles endured he was slowly beginning to overwhelm them. Another testament to Cronus' power was when he was able to survive several blows from Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, a weapon that is said to be capable of bringing down almost anything with a single strike, and contend with the mighty Aesir god.